It's good to be with you today. I want to just spend a few moments with you, encouraging you, informing you, and I pray that this would be just a time of inspiration for your next steps as you serve Christ wherever you are. I've been reading in 1 Kings, and I came to chapter 10 where Solomon and the Queen of Sheba have a meeting. And from that meeting, I really find some guidance for us here at the Grove. There are some things in this story that I would really love to see become true of myself as well as us. The Queen of Sheba hears of Solomon, and listen to how the first verse of 1 Kings 10 reads. Now when the Queen of Sheba heard about the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord, she came to test him with difficult questions. We have been placed here by God. We as a church have been placed right where we are by God. And our community is watching us. The world is watching us. And in some ways they test us. They want to know, is that love genuine? Is that service real? And when Queen of Sheba came and tested Solomon, she found out that it was. When our community comes to visit us, when our community joins with us in projects that we have, are they knowing and are they learning? And do they sense that the love we have for one another and them is real? Do they sense that our service is genuine? Well, listen to the conclusion that the Queen of Sheba came to. She says, "How blessed are your men, how blessed are these your servants who stand before you continually and hear your wisdom. Blessed be the Lord your God who delighted in you to set you on the throne of Israel because the Lord loved Israel forever." Wow. I would love for that to be our testimony. For our neighbors, for our Queen of Shebas, to test us, to watch us, and then come to the conclusion after seeing us at work that say, you know, the ministry that you do is truly God ordained. The work that you do is truly blessed by God. And that they would not only come to the conclusion that God is in us, but they would come to the conclusion that, you know what? Your God is a powerful and a wonderful God. I believe if we do that, then we've been a success here. And that leads me to some exciting things that are taking place. Me and the staff, we're working together these next few months, and we want to roll out in August. We're wanting to roll out a refocusing, a honing in on our own mission as a church. A mission that we keep before us at all times to spur us on. A mission that we keep before us to encourage us in our work, so that we don't just get in a rut in coming and going, but that we have insight and we know what we want to do. That every ministry of the church, every action, every movement of the church follows that mission. So I'm real excited. And so be paying close attention to how you can be engaged in that mission of our church. You know, was thinking also as we get into the warmer months that let me challenge each of us, myself included, to become block captains. What do I mean by block captain? Each of our homes is placed in a geographical spot, and we are where we are. We may have chose that place because we like the house. We may have chose that place because we like the property or where it was. But I'll be honest with you, you are where you are because God placed you there. I want to challenge us to be block captains. And what a block captain is someone who says, I am going to take charge of the block around me, and I'm going to be a witness. And I'm going to think of creative ways that I can reach out to my block. I'm going to think of ways I can have my neighbors over. I'm going to think of ways that I can be over at my neighbors. I'm going to think of ways that I can get them in my yard and have a gospel conversation. And I want to challenge you. I want to hear your creative ways. I want you to share them with me so we can share them with the church and inspire others. So begin thinking. And as we get into these summer months, I look forward to hearing how my block captains are using their homes and using where they live to reach their community. But you know what? None of that is possible. Being block captains, fulfilling the mission of our church, if we're not practicing prayer. And I want to encourage you about a ministry you may not be aware of here at the Grove, a ministry of prayer. Thank you to our ladies who have begun this ministry. Each Sunday during the service, we have people in our prayer room praying for you, praying for the staff, praying for our worship, praying for our teachers, praying for our children, praying for our nation, praying for a whole host of people. We also have people coming to the church during the week to pray, and then they go home. Prayer is essential. You can't read the Bible without noticing it. Paul's ministry was rooted in prayer. Each of his epistles begin with him saying, I have prayed for you earnestly. So how about it? Number one, are you praying at home? Number two, is God calling you to be a part of a prayer ministry here at church? If He is, see me. See my wife. See Elizabeth Fikes. See anyone in the women's ministry, and they'll point you in the direction of where you can serve and in holding up this church in prayer. Church, I love you, and I thank you for the privilege of being your pastor, and I thank you for the privilege of serving alongside of you. And we do this, and we're on this journey together and for His glory. May God be blessed, may He be honored, and I am looking forward to the harvest that we are soon to enjoy. God bless.